Okay, we're back in Hollywood Animal. We're having a great day today. The search for emergency doubles, or at least the research for it, is done. And that's in our line production office. So if we need doubles for some reason, a big stunt or whatever, we have the ability to, in an emergency, look for it. That's going to be something that we can use during the random events. This is going to unlock our ability to go after flexible schedule, making urgent changes to the schedule during filming if needed. This is a big deal. I think because it's so like I don't know how often these things proc. That's the thing. Like the little random events that come up in shooting. I don't know how often these happen, but I have like 1 out of 4 of them. So when they do happen, you know, I've got a 1 out of 4 chance of getting it right. This one I think happens to be useful more often than individually these ones do. So we're gonna go after this one. And I am, of course, going to pay to have it upgraded. So we're going to go for flexible schedule. It's going to be great. After that, I might go after like the search for extras. That might be a thing I do, or the emergency location one. They both cost the same amount of time. And then we can go over and get level 3 soundstage. I think I'm going to hold off on the double XP. It takes a little bit of time. Like it takes a lot of time. And I think I'd rather have level 3 sound stages. I could replace my level 1s with level 3s. That way I can have, you know, 3s and 2s. And then once we unlock 4, we'll replace our 2s with 4s. Although we probably won't have enough room to do that. You know, these are where the sound stages are. Sound stages can be located anywhere. You don't have to put them all in a group right here, but I'm leaving this area open for the level 3s. So level 3s will end up going about here and here is the idea. And then once we have level 4s unlocked, probably one of them will fit here. And then, you know, another one can go wherever it can fit at that point. It's pretty far down the list, so I'm not really entirely sure when that will work. But Somewhat Bad has reached the end of its time, and Glitter in the Eyes is now done, so we can see how well we targeted this poor film. Turns out, not very well. C-. It is what it is. Southern Night really liked it, but everybody else didn't, so I probably shouldn't have included the fun times. Southern Night, somehow, I gotta figure out where these guys are, like what's prompting them to come into it, right? So I don't think it's targeting. I think the Southern Night is, I think it has to do with what you have. Oh, you know what? The thing is too, right? Everything here is stale. I mean, all of them are stale. So yeah, that's probably why they don't like them. It's just a really old, you know, we've seen this before kind of film. And now everything is going stale. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Well, there we go. That's the thing that's happening. The Taylors made some money. Glitter in the Eyes may not make much money, but it shouldn't be red. There we go. Yeah, first week, it's already positive. Okay. So I'm doing pretty good on the making money part of the game. I think, anyway, right? 26 million in the bank seems great. And this actor is all like, hey, man, my contract's up. I don't really think much of your studio, but I suppose we could still work to be useful to each other. I like you, dude. I do, but you're just very expensive. So I'm gonna say we're done for now, and then we can bring you back later. Same thing with you, Billy. I'll hire you back if I need you, but goodbye. It's fine. So, shot 3 films shot entirely in a soundstage. That's 1. The other one will be one of those 2. I think are going to be shot entirely in a soundstage. We're trying to work on. If you don't know what that was from, we're trying to work on our frame tone audio by the company Frame Tone. Trying to work on that. So yeah, we'll see. Looking pretty good. We had sound technology on that, yeah. So I don't think we need to throw a rap party or anything. Pretty much everybody who was involved with it is no longer working for me, so it's fine. Emma can do this one. We can give this one to Lee. Let's go ahead and get our studio on that one. We're gonna work on concert hall after we have the post-production studio improvements is something else we're working on here, right here. We have professional post-production facilities, 381 days. Once that's done, we'll go ahead and get our own concert hall. And then once we have that, we'll either do the superior concert hall or the improved development. I'm not entirely sure which one I'd rather have. I think the concert hall probably is costing me more than the development. So whichever one's costing me more from a third party, but that won't really matter because we're going to have Medium with our own stuff anyway. So I guess it doesn't matter. This one can go and get distributed again. We're only at 15% of this. That's a big ouch. So I don't know what those numbers are because I'm bad at on the fly math. but we're just going to do this and it's going to be good enough. There we go. Probably even less than that, honestly. Yep, that's good. And then we'll just do something like this. There, that's fine. Just want to keep it in theaters. And then, so we have this big area here where we don't have anything coming up, right? That's a big problem. We do have Deep Booty coming up, though. I guess we can do that and then do the math as in post. So we should be all right. But like the number of theaters we need, we're not meeting that because like Deep Booty didn't get helped all that much in post. We really couldn't fix Deep Booty. Deep Booty started great. Started very, very well. Ended horribly. And that's just how it went. I guess people just aren't into it. Okay, remember we're doing stale, right? This is a stale movie, right? We have some stale elements here. So a lot of that's going to play into whether people are showing up or not too. And so we're just going to kind of come over here and do this. I think we can probably actually take this down even more. Let's go like that, and then like this, and then like that. And you might think, well, just wait. Don't release it yet. Okay, well, this is going to be stale for 3 different elements. And, yeah, I mean, November 30th is a pretty far ways away. I'd rather just release it and get it out of the way. It's kind of a failure of a movie already, so I'm just going to release it anyway. It's fine. And we won't spend a ton of money on advertising here. It appeals to boys. We'll just do that. Maybe we'll just do this. Maybe it'll just be the single advertiser. It's kind of it's a stale movie anyway. I don't know if we're really going to be able to push it much. It's just a failure of a show. I don't know why. It just doesn't work. The script doesn't work. So we'll just have the one advertiser and see if that appeals. Just how targeted is boys from Spice Mice, right? Let's see how good that is. And we're just going to continue without any tricks too. That's fine. Or though maybe if we can pull off a trick, I guess it would technically help, wouldn't it? We can do the whole drunkard thing. He won't do it. She won't do it. And he won't do it. So nobody can do that. Fine. No tricks for us. There we go. Deep Booty is now on the schedule. All right. We have some fresh films coming up here, but we do need to start production on some other ones here. If I take a look at the number of scripts I've got, and there are some scripts I can buy. This one is a 100% detective movie with a cop in it called Garbage Man. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Go ahead and buy that one, get it on the shelf. Felix also has written something here. I'm not sure when he had the time to write another script because he's currently writing one for me, but okay. I guess I'll pay him extra for this one too. We'll get this one on the shelf as well. So I've got a few scripts here that we can definitely start working with. We're not short on those. And then we also have 5 scripts being written for us by our writers right now, along with the level 1.4 Mike Larson, 12 days until he's fired. Right after he gives me that script, which hopefully it's a decent one and I can pay him for it, and then he can leave. It's fine. Release the film. All right, Nebula and a Telescope's been sitting there waiting for distribution for so long, and once we finally distribute it, it's stale. No, I think this one's fresh. That's a green. Yeah, that's locked in as fresh. So I have no idea what I did there, what I did wrong on the targeting there. I'm not very good at the marketing part of the game, as you can tell. Like the marketing part of the game, you know, C's. I mean, I think I've had more B's. I've had more films in the B range than the C range, but they're not getting A's yet, you know. And I think part of it has to do with just the quality of the film as well. We're not quite getting to they were not releasing the 8.0s and higher. So Kinomark is not just about your targeting. It's about how well people enjoyed it. And your targeting plays a big role in that. But if your film's not great, then you're going to appeal to the right people, but it's not a very good film. So you're still going to get like a B, right? So I think my targeting is improved on some of these things. It's just not on all of these things. And unlike the title, that is my problem. I'm working on it. I'm not sure what I did wrong on that one, but I'm working on it. Oh, we've got a problem, Ryan Doyle says. So my nephew Bobby messed up your producer, Bruce Hammond. Bobby lost his temper with the guy and put him in the hospital. Long story short, Bruce Hammond is set on putting Bobby in prison. The situation is getting messy. He's going to lock my nephew up for winning in a fair fight. Winning a fair fight. Was it a fair fight, though? Yeah, probably not. You got to talk to your guy and cool him off. Bobby's a good guy. He doesn't deserve to go to prison. All right, Bobby will say he can't identify his attacker, which is going to dramatically reduce his loyalty, I would think. He's a great award-winning dude. If I say figure this out yourself, then I lose the bootleggers. I think they're pretty useful, so I want to keep them around if I can. So he's out for 20 days, and I'm going to have to get him to say that, right? It says, during the fight, Bruce Hammond covered his face, but forgot about everything else. The result was miserable. Cracked sternum, open leg fracture, ruptured spleen, bruised kidney, and a head injury. Ugh, that's pretty nuts. Wow. Okay. And we still can't find dirt on this guy. So I just don't think we're going to be able to get... we're just not going to be able to get this done, unfortunately. I just cannot find the dirt necessary to rip him out of Evergreen Movies. I got to be able to hire him out of this. And I have to find dirt on him in order to be able to do that. I keep putting my best guy on it, and there's a 43% chance of success, but this is his second time being unsuccessful. So we're just going to have to try it and figure it out. Accident on set, not my problem. So close to the end, man. So close. So filming progress, yeah, like this is way ahead of schedule right now. Bruce Hammond was hospitalized and filming halted. What should be done? Let's go ahead and say do nothing for now. We don't want to necessarily pick a replacement because Bruce Hammond is an 8.3 talent. I don't know if I have anyone else that can really do what he was doing. Although I would have this late in the filming process, I feel like his role would be done. He would be done filming by now. I don't think, I guess it really depends. I've worked on a lot of different projects, and I guess we have done it in various different ways, but we shot, let's see, the feature that I helped make, the independent feature that I helped make in West Michigan, it was a 2-week process. We worked pretty long days during that. It was very rugged, on location, a lot of stuff, used my equipment. I was the DP for that film. And director of photography, for those who don't know. That's I was in charge of what it looks like, all right, the framing of it and everything, how it works, and the camera gear and the various different elements that go with camera gear and lighting. Anyway, I think that one we shot like about 60% or so of the scenes before our main talent arrived. We had somebody who was a B-list talent. I'm not going to go into names. We had a B-lister that was flown in. We put a hotel up for him and stuff. And he was on set with us for 3 days and then done. We did all of his scenes. We coordinated all of his scenes for 3 days. And he was our main, like one of our main guys. So I guess so. I mean, 60% of it, and then you'd have his scenes, and then, you know, you wrap up all the miscellaneous stuff. But you don't have this right here is like the extra stuff you haven't gotten yet. Most of this stuff is B-roll, is how I would have done it. So I don't know why it would be here and he would still be there. It doesn't matter. We're gonna do nothing for now. It's just gonna be put on pause, right? Because we're ahead of schedule. So when he recovers, he'll come back in and we're still ahead of schedule. So it's no big deal, right? That's the advantage of having that second team. All right, so glitter in the eyes. Let's see. I think, yeah, 47% of this. Not bad on attendance. I'm getting the numbers somewhat right here. So 1,900. We had about half that. So let's set up the next week with like 1,000 showings, I guess. We'll just, just to put a little overage on that. We'll go like, say, 792 there. We'll say maybe like 624 there and maybe like 440 here. Probably won't get a whole lot going on with this, but we'll try it. And, it did make okay money. I think I could probably spend, I can probably put a little bit of more time in. Let's like another $13,000 in another week of advertising is fine, I think, for that. Okay. So Lizard Tail, this is our 1.0 or 1.4 writer. It's not a great script. I didn't expect it to be. He's going to be a 1.8 now. He's growing, it's pretty good. Analysis 300. Ooh, what's this? Whoa, I missed this. What's this? Analysis, $350 cash. Oh, I have to pay, right, I can pay Coleman Graves. Talented writer Coleman Graves will, for a modest fee, carefully study the script and tell you how well its elements fit together. Oh. Yeah. I don't know if I necessarily need you to do that. I can look at it and know that. Like a knight in a tropical island against a murderer doesn't really go that well together. A thriller adventure is great. A thriller adventure, this stuff is good. Especially how I like how he balanced adventure and thriller. 80 and 20, that's a pretty good balance. It's just the knight. If you'd chosen something different, I mean, unless the knight is like a figurative thing, like if you're actually having a knight who is in medieval armor and stuff, then yeah, it doesn't really work that well. But if a knight is more of a figurative character, you know, you're my knight in shining armor, that kind of thing, then it could work just fine against a murderer and everything else. That's okay. But it's only $350 cash, and I kind of want to see what she says. So I want to see what this is. So I hate to seem, or what he says. It's Coleman. Coleman would be a man, right? I guess I don't remember. Right, Coleman was a man, right? The story was about a woman, but I think I don't remember. Anyway, I hate to seem useless, but I don't have a lot to add. The story is well thought out and everything is more or less in place, but it doesn't make much of an impression. Here's what I can say about the combination of certain elements. Yeah, the adventure murderer apparently doesn't work well together. Okay. I can see that. I mean, it would work better for a thriller, which I suppose... Oh, it's up here at the top. Yeah, it would work much better for the thriller part. Okay. That's why I didn't really point it out, because like it is an adventure thriller, so... and then the knight and thriller is kind of a moot point, I guess. Common combinations, I suppose. So more of a figurative character with the knight and the island. Where's the knight and the island? Ugh, you're not going to tell me about the knight and the island, huh? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so I'll just continue with that. But it's cost me like basically nothing in cash. I really should look into doing that. Why don't we shelve this? We can make it better. We can shine this turd with Wendy. Put Wendy in that film, right? That's fine. And then my cinematographer, I definitely want to keep him around. Homer, I'm keeping you around, man. Because you're a Pollux Award winner. You're going to take a little bit more money now that you won a Pollux. Huh, you little brat. Man, a lot of money now, isn't he? I have it, though. I have the money, and he's making me good money with his films. So let's keep him around. Same thing with Herman. I think Herman is not maxed out yet either, I don't think. So, gosh, man. You guys are getting so expensive, you know? I swear. I mean, he's really well known for these things, so I can use him in a lot more things. So, all right, we'll do that. It's not going to make a difference anyway, whether I do that or not. There's a lot of money. A lot of money to keep really talented people around. Yeah, same thing here. You have a little bit of star power, disciplined leader, good work ethics, all that kind of stuff. We'll definitely go ahead and do this too. I want to get... there's an upgrade. There's an upgrade for in like the research areas where these guys are more likely to work with me, and I think it's the behemoth thing, actually. I think is like when you release a big thing, one of their perks is that people are more likely to want to work with you, so you get a discount. I think that was one of the perks of being a behemoth. Okay, let's check out no words needed. Did the filming process help after pre-production destroyed it? Not a lot. Not a lot, so I think some words maybe were needed. Franklin, why are you upset? Need to do something about your happiness. Homer is indeed maxed out. I didn't see that from when I was looking at his chart, but this is Wendy's thing. She's at 1.6 now. She got quite a bit of experience from that. And then now we're going to try and see if we can't save this. I'll put Pete Curtis on it instead. And then we'll save our other guy for the other film. There we go. Okay, and then Not My Problem we'll have, is because it's 6.0, we'll get the better composer in on this one. So nothing for now. I want to check in on him though. Where is he? Is not Tom. Tom has no loyalty. Tom needs to get some loyalty. Okay, 3. Not a lot. I need to see if he has any tendencies. Does he want any drugs? Right? Maybe we can search for some illegal tendencies and see if he wants any drugs. That will help a lot. I don't want to replace him though. I want to keep the same guy. Just let him heal up and everything will be good. So this is Bruce Hammond. Yeah, no charges. I need to negotiate him. Negotiate to have him say that he doesn't know his attacker. It sucks, but you know, you got beat up. You're going to make a full recovery, and I'm giving you you know, $50,000. I think that I find interesting here, right, is that he's chaste. So he's avoiding conversations and activities that he considers to be indecent or immoral. Is taking bribes to drop the charges on somebody, does that count as immoral? Is there like a gray area there? I feel like somebody who's chaste probably wouldn't necessarily take the money here, but you know, it's fine. Or maybe there's a different description for that, like you know, they're principled or something, you know. Maybe that's a different way of describing it. Either way, Ryan Doyle is gonna like that, and I'm gonna keep him on my good side because I really don't want the bootleggers to not be on my good side. Do the math, got improved slightly. Thank you, Emma, for trying at least. You can't, sometimes you just can't do things. I get it. Sometimes you just can't fix these bad movies. Okay, so Deep Booty wasn't that great. We can release this kind of as soon as the 6-week period is up here. So we'll do that. And then we have 4. Look at my maximum showings now is 11,000. I got a lot of theaters, man. Let's see about getting 5K there. Maybe we'll go down to like 4.2, 4.1 there. 3.3 here. And then let's go maybe like 2.8, 2.9 on the ending one here. Again, stale elements. We know that. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. Gotta keep this, gotta keep it going here. So do the math. We're looking at boys. Again, I don't know how well this is actually targeting them, but I'm gonna go like this with this film. Spend just a little extra and then see if the dirty tricks will work on this time. Billy will do them. Help the drunkard out. We'll send you both of these guys, and I need you to be better. Glenn Conway. You're not really gonna take the heroin, are you? Ooh. I don't know. He might turn me into the cops, honestly. Or he might love it. It's a question mark. You don't know what they like, right? So maybe he'll be like, hey, now, that's bad. I'm not going to do it. We'll just send both of these guys. It's an 85% chance to succeed. All right. Confirm that. Yes, I know they're still. Okay. We're going to leave time for some of these elements to get better, though, right? We have a fresh film here. This one's stale, and we can wait a little longer. We did get more GP with the mayor. That's great. We can now use that for more influence points. We need that right now. Let's go ahead and get that. Influence points with the mayor, please. Thank you. Okay. And then we have 20 left, so we're going to have to do it again. I don't like it, but we're going to do it again. Take the contract, do it again. All right. So we're just basically constantly putting the mayor in the spotlight in our theaters. He basically has a permanent advertising campaign. But see, there's time for these things to get fresh. So I like that. Head of distribution. Let's go ahead and keep you on the schedule there. There we go. Daring Adventurer is fresh now. And now these two are fresh. Look at that. They were stale. Now they're fresh. That's crazy. Didn't even look at the date, but I guess that's all that matters. Okay, let's go ahead and end distribution on that one. Go. Wasn't even paying attention to the date. Yeah, these are now fresh. Cool. All good. Paul Tanner, the director of that film, which has just now finished, by the way. So the guy is no longer injured and he was able to finish filming. So he just like says he doesn't think much of our studio, wants to keep working with me. He's almost a 7. You know? And I think that he's a pretty good price for being a 7. So we'll go ahead and pay him a rate appropriate for a 7. That's our second film shot entirely on a soundstage. So we need one more of those. Did I already get credit for the 16-hour days thing? Wow, these guys are just so unloyal. Look at that loyalty. I've got to get more people. Let's throw the rat party. What does that do? I'm going to throw the rat party for everybody there. That loyalty score was really low. All right, Sybil, you're going to take this one along with Keith. Let's see if you guys can make this just a little bit. Well, it's not about making it better. It's about keeping it at a 6 because it's maxed out. So just keep it at a 6 is what I want you to do, okay? And don't let it drop. At this point, this is it. We don't have anything in pre-production, and there's currently nothing shooting. Right? It's not a great reality for us. But now we can be a little bit more choosy. We can say, okay, what elements do we want to work with? Which things are going to get spoiled? Like this one here is pretty good. right? We don't have a whole lot of problems with freshness on this. It's 100% adventure though, so I might be able to use it for my thing here. But the thing is, we have 182 days left on this Bill Harton thing, and it's just like 18 days. Nope, not that. It's here, 8 days left. If he doesn't find it here, I just don't think we can make this film, because we're approaching the time now where it's going to be, you know, we wrap filming in maybe 90 days. We might be able to get it to be a 90-day schedule. So maybe he has one more chance if he does it. If he doesn't do it, I mean. So, well, I guess we'll find out. 25% of 2200. So 25% of 2200 sounds suspiciously like 800 or so, right? So you have like 800 here and like 718 here, and then maybe another like 700 something, 600 something, whatever here, and then we can bring this down to like 500 something. That's fine. And that is with advertising, so it would drop faster without the advertising. So we'll pump it up a little bit, keep the advertising in. There we go. The 30.5 million now. And did we find it? No. Ugh. He has information, okay, Howard? There is something there, Howard. He has it. I 43% chance. I'm going to give you one more chance to find this guy's stuff, okay? If you can't do it in the next 30 days, I just don't see us being able to make the film, print it, and distribute it in time to satisfy that requirement. I just don't think it's going to happen. So 30 days from now. Let's pick another film that we know won't work for it, though. That's going to be this one, Endless Candle. It's not a great film, but I want something that I can put Wendy in. So can I see male character, male? Come on, give me something for Wendy here. Nothing. None of these guys have any female characters. Here we go. Hopeless romantic. No, it's with a corrupt official. 4 other. So there's 5 male characters in that one. That's great. I mean, I guess I can put them to work, right? It's 100% romance though. So if we do satisfy this, and the next time they want romance, you know, there's 5 characters in this, so it gives me the option to use somebody. So maybe I should keep that in. Everything is male. This game is just not giving me any females. I mean, you telling me that females just weren't wanted on the screen? Come on. You know that they totally were. This is a good script. Murderer, psychic, damsel in distress. There we go. The luckiest day of the year. Wow. 100% comedy. Let's go. We'll buy this and make this. So Ralph, we're gonna let you do this. Do we do that? And we have to shoot it in a sound stage. At least we want to. I do anyway. Let's give you B1. We'll let Everett can take this one. It needs to be 100% in a sound stage for our film to work the way it's for our technology. So right here. So we already have 2. So one more film shot entirely in a soundstage, and then my researchers can get to work making the frame tone pure better. Sounds good. This will be what they have. But we want it to be high quality. We want it to get up to that 8 if possible. So, you know, it's a 7 right now. We want it to stay there. Maybe get the artistic score up a little bit. This could be a really great film. This could win us an award. Do we want Bruce Hammond involved? Maybe. He's a good producer. So you have a schedule though, Harry. So I'm gonna let you in there because you are you only have 381 days left. So I'm gonna do that. And then my director is gonna be Roger Fox. I think you are good with social rejection, are you not? Yes. This is social rejection. And this is a drama. You're not great on that, but this is social rejection. So it should be okay there. Yep. At least you have one of them anyway. So working man, I thought I had somebody that was good at that. You are. You're an established role. Leslie, I know you're a 6 and you're capped at 6, but you got that star power. And you've also great with comedy, working man, right? You're going to be that role. I think you were born to play this role. Your sidekick, we're going to put Donald Pierce in that position. This gives us a bit more star power, 7.7. We have the damsel in distress. Now, I should use Gertrude on this because we spent a lot of money. We should. And I know I was looking for a Wendy. I was looking for a Wendy film. I was. But I mean, this is a movie that could make us could get an award here. Okay, luckiest day of the year. We could, right? Everything kind of works with this one as long as they don't screw it up in pre-production somehow. I'm not sure how that's working. But we have a lot of star power here. Murderer. He's not really well known for The Murderer, but he has played in comedies before. Interesting that there's a murderer in a comedy, but all right. And then Criminal Mastermind Cop. He hasn't really played that role per se, but Tom Stone. He's on a timer. You can get him in there. He hates me. He really hates me. So I don't know what I'm going to do to make him happier, but he's at least happy. He just hates me because, I was spying on him before. So we're going to have this go. This is a pretty expensive film. We're going to be spending almost $500,000 by the time it's shot. But again, I know I was trying to get Wendy into a film there, but that one just turned out, as I was casting it just turned out to be something I actually want to invest in. So we're going to put a pin in that on Wendy, and we're going to get Wendy into another one because her contract is coming up soon. Not that I can't afford to renew it or anything. It's just I want to get her into a better script. Now, Bad Blonde, that could be a Wendy thing. I think didn't I have women in all three of these these scripts? Scripts that I write myself, I tend to incorporate women into it a bit more often, I think. There's actually 5 scripts being written here all at once. And all of these scripts are things that I created myself. Okay, that's not the one I was looking for. I'm glad that I need to find that illegal tendency. Go ahead and look for it again. I'm really spying on this guy. I want to see if he likes cocaine, if he likes heroin, then I can throw him that as a gift, and then he'll be like way more loyal, right? I just want to see if he's into that stuff, and then I can just give him what he wants, and he can be on my team. I have him for 3 years, so I used his secret to get him for 3 years. See, it's a B-, but it's 1s and 2 stars, so it's like, yeah, it's targeted pretty well, but it's just not a very good film, right? B-, just the way it goes. And Gertrude's done on that one. There we go. Go ahead and get that in. And now all these story elements go back to being stale. Yep. And now do the math. It's no longer August 30th. Oh, man. Push it one more week. Can we push it one more week? Just don't release it yet. Push it one more week. Damn. That sucks. So in 10 days, 3 days, all I did. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm reading this wrong. This is fresh, August 30th, 1935. It's a year later. Okay. It's not 3 days later. It's a year and 3 days later. Okay. Once again, I'm not actually employing that guy. Cornelius, finish so I can fire you. Where is Cornelius Hill? You. I want you to go away. Have a nice time. Goodbye. Okay. Mike Larson, also not doing anything at the moment. You're gone. Bye. I want to see if the you have too many writers thesis is correct. So I'm letting them go. And now we want to see whether or not these are, going to be written faster or not. I actually don't know. I didn't actually look at the numbers beforehand, but I guess we could find out by going to our synopsis, going to Standing Proud, and then saying, hey, freelancers want to write this, and seeing how long it'll take them to do it. So if I say action, I want 2-time award-winning writer Joe Hughes to write it. Now it's only 220 days. So you might be onto something there, right? That actually might be the case, because this is a lot less time. This is great, actually. I would totally love to have freelancers write my stuff if this was what was happening more often. So action adventure Clayton. We can have Clayton do it. Here too expensive, but you are way cheaper. So I'm gonna have Clayton write this one. 218 days. Yeah, you're just the better fit for the here, I think. Yeah. All right, Clayton will write this in 218 days. So now 6 of my scripts are being written, and I have a whole lot more left to go, and I can start working on these. So action, romance, comedy, Give me a shoulder. What a weird title. How about give me, I don't know. I'm gonna leave it. Just leave it. Homer, I don't think this is yours. We're gonna give this one to Jack. I don't need another one that goes strictly in the sound stage anymore, so we're gonna put you on location because we have 3-star locations now. High quality locations are a thing. Do I want to spend it? That's a pretty good chunk of change for those locations, though. That is $10,000 more. That is 50% more expensive on that one. Yeah, well, I mean, it could be up to a 6. I don't think I need the high quality locations for this. We're going to bring this down to 2 because I don't need them. No soundstage for this. Filming tech is here. Frame tone is there. Let's give you high quality costumes, and that's about it for this one. My producers, I mean, I might as well. I've got them for time, right? So Bruce Hammond, let's just get him in here. I can put him on something better, right? This is a 6 film. Alvin's on a timer too. Put Alvin on this instead. Let's give this one to Ancient Puzzles. Who's good with what we got? Hopeless Romantic. None of you. Rape, Fighting, Struggle, but for a Better Life. Kester. I could have Kester do this one. He's on movies, so I can maybe get him. Is that better to do that though? Like, you should get people that are working on their timers. That's usually the better way to go. People on timer. Yeah, and you know what? It's fine. Ricky Gregory's on a timer, and he's still rated high enough to do this. It's fine. Hopeless Romantic. Why don't we have... Edgar's going to need to be let go here in a second. Alan, you're going to be my serial killer, I think. We'll have Alan. I'll have Alan and Alan. Both of the Allens will be in the movie together. You can lift this up while you just don't screw it up, okay? All right, that's it. Go. Okay, so get that going, and then you're going to get let go. That's fine. Your schedule's up. What about it happened with someone else? This is pretty close to being... I don't really want to make another stale element. How about here? Sergeant Willis. It's again, these aren't very good scripts, but I can churn them out pretty quickly. So I think we'll go soundstage with Carl here. That's good. Let's give you soundstage 2. B2, I mean. See how well you can make this one. The trick with these, you know, I've had some people say things like, you know, I don't know how you're making a profit and things, or how are you making a lot of money? The thing is, like, not every film needs to be, you don't want to throw everything at every film, right? Not every film is going to make a lot of money. And most of the places where people lose money in their films is going to be with hiring really high-end talent that is well in excess of their script and paying them a premium. Like, some of these guys, like, I got actors here who I just paid like $190,000, $200,000 plus dollars for 3 films, right? So you have to look at that and say, okay, that single actor per film is like 80 grand, right? 70 grand, whatever the math is on that, right? It's a lot, right? You're paying 70,000 for one actor. So if you have a film that's like in a 3.0, 3.1, and then you have Criminal Gang and you have like five talent for that, you got to measure up how much you paid each of those people. You're probably overpaying people. This script is not good enough for me to want to give it all the fixins, right? This is a little bit of money. It's not much, an extra $3,000. This one here, you know, okay, an extra $3,000, but it adds up. That's $6 grand right here, right? I'm going to medium just because I don't want it to be super bad, but I'm not going to give them a high quality props for this. They're only going to go to 6. Maybe it could lift it up, but I'm going to have talent already that can do that. My producers should all be on timers by this point, but I'm going to use, anyone I can, I guess, to lift this up. Because they're on timers, they're all on timers, so I don't necessarily need to worry about it. When his expires, he's going to be not used anymore anyway. So we'll get Harry on that. These guys are on movies specifically, so I don't need to use them right away. And you only have 1 movie left. I can probably use you just to clear you off the board. But you're not great, but you're also not bad. And I don't make a whole lot of movies under 5, so I'm going to put you in here, actually. Hopeless Romantic. He's only got 1 movie left, this Charlie Pryor dude. I'm not sure how well he plays a hopeless romantic, but this is a thriller. This is a historical thriller. So, whatever, you can be it. The corrupt official. Actually, you look a lot more like a corrupt official to me. I'm gonna have you play that. And then hopeless romantic. Doesn't he look corrupt? Huh? He looks pretty corrupt to me. I think this guy's got something going on under the hood. We should investigate him. Should put a security guard on this guy. You got any extra dirt? We already revealed some pretty damning dirt, but there might be more. We should probably look into him. Walter Carroll's on a timer. So we'll put him in here. Okay, that seems fine. So I'm not spending a lot of money on the movie, right? You can see your total budget up here. This is just an estimate, but then a lot of times also, people lose money on the advertising. Advertising is an enormous expense in this game. Oftentimes well in excess of what you spent on your talent. So don't overspend on your advertising either. You know, if it's a 3.0 movie, don't go in like, I'm advertising 4 places for 8 weeks. No, just, you don't need that, all right? You just don't. I'm lucky with the factory, I can advertise for less weeks. So I am, you know, picking 2-3 advertisers, even though the films are only mediocre. But it's because I can get away with it since my duration in which I have to advertise is lower. My factory studio policy allows me to have a much shorter period of time. And with advertising, you're paying per week. So that's helping me. So I'm kind of dipping into it heavier than I normally would be because it's cheaper to do so overall. It's not cheaper per week, but I get less weeks. Okay. Do the math. How are we doing here? It's a C. Okay. I mean, it's not a great movie, so I guess. I don't think my targeting was necessarily the problem. It's just mostly like, you know, I think I only, this is the film I only, isn't this the one I only put to the Spice Mice? I forget. This wasn't just to kids, was it? To the teenage boys or whatever. I only spent, you know, this is a very low budget movie, right? Like I only spent that much on it total. This is even after advertising expenses. This is less than $350,000. So the movie doesn't have to do good. It can be a stale movie. It's fine if it's a stale movie. It doesn't have to do great. Tell you what, you know, Seville is just like, she wins one award and this is what happens. Ugh. She didn't quit, did she? Normally I see their happiness drop. But I didn't see their happiness drop that time. Shit, she quit. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Where's my editors? Right here. So yeah, you want $24,900. Ugh. That's a lot. But you are an award winner. That's why. I can get Fred Flynn. I can get Fred Flynn instead. For $4,600. Well, hot damn. Yeah. I'm replacing Seville with Fred. I'm going to use that dirt I got on him. I still got to pay him, though, unfortunately. No, it is what it is. District Attorney Richard Stripes announced his resignation at the opening of the new Maple Avenue School for Orphans. I feel like I've done everything that was asked of me and then some, like raising money for this wonderful school. Going forward, I'm planning on continuing my charity work and seeing the world. So our friendship with Stripes is over. Yes, he lost his job and all interest he held in worldly vanity. There you go. Okay, we still didn't find the dirt on this guy, so I just... unfortunate, you know? I don't know what this percentage is, but I just don't think the RNG is accurate because I should have found this by now. And it's just, if it's there, I should have found it by now. We're down to 144 days, which means if this... Excuse me? Gernstein Brothers. Representatives of Gernstein Brothers are demanding compensation for the unethical poaching of employees, contrary to the principles of fair competition. Excuse me? Is this because I took your editor? I mean, I could just do this, right? It's a pretty high chance I win. Not guaranteed. RNG's been bad lately, but I could use a little bit of influence, use a little bit of cash, grease some gears, pay 1/10 of the cost, and still get the editor. Okay, so all the police protection stuff is done. Let's really quickly refresh that. Make sure we refresh that. Protection for police raids, yes. Okay, now, do we want this? I can't afford this. I can't afford the experienced lawyer because it takes 40 GP. So I have to wait. I have to wait until I'm done toting his achievements. But by then, the trial will have already been, is already done. So I'm going to have to just be happy with a 75% chance, right? Post-production, we're able to maintain the 6. It's very good. So thank you, Sybil, for doing that. She was maxed out at 6 anyway. Goodbye. Keith is maxed out at 8. Okay. Hopefully the guy I poached is not maxed out at 6. All right, so let's put you, not my problem. We want you to be, I guess if you're going to go this far, this is a thriller on Halloween. That seems like the greatest time to release this. We're going to put a lot of money into this, I think, because it's fresh elements too. Let's go 88 here. Just on the first week, we'll really hit that hard and see what happens. 74 there, and then we'll go like, say, probably 58 here. It's gonna die down rapidly here, so let's just go like something like that. I feel like this is too high. It's okay. I don't have a whole lot going on, so we'll just do this. Okay, this thriller, we're gonna advertise more, but I'll just extend it later, I guess. This is good for boys. I'll go Spark, and I mean, it's a Halloween thriller. It's got a decent chance here. Maybe we could maybe try Piazzolla here. You know, the more sophisticated crowd, see what they say. Can try it. I don't know if it's really well targeted. It's probably not, but it has a somewhat higher artistic score to it, so I kind of want to get them involved. I don't know if I should, but I'm going to. Any dirty tricks we can help out? You're not very loyal. Neither one of you will do this. Come on now. Just let me pay you to do it. Just what this is, I guess. Yeah. Promotional strategies. Unconventional promotional strategies. Fine. No tricks then. Not my problem. Okay. If you say so. Did we fix no words needed? No, it actually got worse. Great. Okay, well, it happens. I'm gonna blame Pete. I think it's Pete's fault. We can put this one 6 weeks out, and that's gonna be here. So it releases the week before. Not my problem. Okay. We have a lot going on for the first week. Then that's good. So we'll say, let's say 6,800, and then after that, though, we're kind of limited here in what we can do because of not my problem. So maybe we push it even further back. We could say maybe something more like this. It's closer to like a Thanksgiving kind of thing. It is an adventure romance action movie. Doesn't need to be near Halloween necessarily. So we could try this. That opens up a lot more showings. Just simply push it down a little bit further, about like this, I guess. Should be fine. I think we're probably even lower than this. Yeah. Okay. We want to leave room for the second, run, the second month of Not My Problem. So, all right. And then this one here is good for young men, and not young men like it, but not the adult men. Okay. Thanks, game. Appreciate it. That's great. It's really great. Thank you for your help. Well, I guess maybe Boss Ross. I guess we'll go Boss Ross and Vane Pascal. I guess. We'll see what that's about. I think I probably overspent on that, but it's all right. Any chances we could, Wendy will do it. Wendy will be a hero. She won't do it. Donald's not above these tricks, though. Donald will take care of it. I don't have any agents to help you, though, Donald, so 65% is what you got working for you. Okay. All right. So we've got that happening. So we are at what? These two movies are great, right? They don't have to do a whole lot. I didn't spend a whole lot on this, so it's already profitable. Excellent. 84% attendance on our first screenings. That's not bad. I targeted it okay, I guess. Deep Booty here had only a 58% attendance. Everything about this movie sucks. Everything about this movie sucks. Like, only 58% attendance here. And a B- Kino Mark score, too. It just has so many things that are stale about it. And that's just the way it is. So, I mean, it's making money, though, right? It's making money. It's more than paying for my theaters, so I guess. It's not the worst thing in the world. All right. Can I please have the secrets for my dude that I have to make a film on? Really want his secrets. Pre-production, awesome. Whatever the plague in pre-production was, it didn't affect this film, thankfully. The luckiest day of the year is a solid 8 after pre-production. We can only go downhill from here. That sucks, but okay, right? Locations were apparently bad. Did I not give you high quality location? I probably put this all on a soundstage. Probably. It's okay. Start production. We're going to give you all the fixins. I'm going to give you a good security guard who's in a decent mood. And we're going to give you a second unit to help you out. And we're going to give you just a standard hours of the day here, I think. I think we were going to do that. Yeah, we don't need to go 16 hours a day on this. So standard hours, good catering, security on site, go. Ted. What am I paying you for, Ted? For real. Like, what's your deal, Ted? You had a 57% chance of finding me supporting characters. What happened? Huh? You got a synopsis you can write? I don't even have a script for you, Ted. Should I get a script for you? I have enough scripts. What I need are story elements. So, Ted, I want you to find me supporting characters. Go. 57% chance, Ted. I feel like if I say his name over and over again, it's like more aggressive, you know? He knows I mean business. Ted. Deep Booty's go. I'm not even going to bother with it. Goodbye. Just get that. The closing the Deep Booty chapter of our life right now. That's what we're doing. Just close all of that. All right, we found illegal tendencies. That's the wrong guy. But Tom Stone likes meth. Okay. I could give him meth. That'll cheer him up later. So we'll have to find that. That is going to be in what research is that? I totally forgot what research that is. That is not more experience from information. It is it's the gifting department, right? Is it over here? Yeah, it's this. I need to go this way. 500 days to get that. Okay, so first we'll get extended medical coverage. Then we'll get meth. Okay? That's great. I think that's how we're going to do this. Now, what is this banquet thing? I got this, and I don't know how to use it. Host banquets on the studio grounds for businessmen, politicians, artists, and other important guests. Banquets bring influence points. How? Oh, yeah. Hold a banquet. There's a button here for this. Okay. Banquet costs $500,000, and I get 350 influence points for doing that. That's it. Straight up, you just do this. Takes 32 days to prepare. Okay, cool. We'll just go ahead and do that in our big banquet hall, our special events area. Great. What about the other secret I wanted? Like, where's that? 19 more days. This is it. This is your last chance, Howard Gordon, because if you don't get it this time, I cannot make it in time. It takes too long to produce the films. Like, this shooting schedule is like 80 days. That's great, but yeah. I guess we'll close this video out with the RNG for the trial. 75% chance to win. 75%. Is that enough? Ugh. Good. Good. All right. We don't have to pay Gernstein a quarter, or I guess it was $500,000. Okay. That's it. So, next video. Hopefully we can get this done. I'd really like to move on with the factory stuff, and I need this guy's dirt in order to actually hire him, because I'm pretty sure he's still under contract. Double checking that. Employee center. Double checking that. It's who the heck is this guy? Who is this? Bill Horton, right? Just click this. Click this. Click this, and then click this. There we go. Evergreen Movies. Yeah. Since 1933. It's a 3-year contract. He's under contract until 1936. Like, there's the only way I'm taking this guy from Evergreen is if I got dirt on him. So it's got to happen. All right, come on back for the next one. We'll see if that actually works. Bye-bye.